Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Sivasadi Gaur Bhaktavinda. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Sivasadi Gaur Bhaktavinda. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Sivasadi Gaur Bhaktavinda. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, dear devotees. So today is 3rd of March. It is the Falguna Masa or Govinda Masa, Sukla Paksham, and the Chaviti Tithi. So there is one event today. So today is the appearance of Shri Purushottama Das Thakur. We shall read a few lines from the special Vaishnava days. So from birth, Purushottama Dasa was merged in the service of the lotus feet of Lord Nityananda Prabhu, and he was always engaged in childish play with Lord Krishna. This is from the Chaitanya Charitamrita Adilila 1139. So in the purport, Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur writes in his Anubhashya, Sadasiva Kaviraja and Nagara Purushottama, who were father and son, are described in the Chaitanya Bhagavata as Mahabhagyavan, greatly fortunate. They belong to the Vaidya caste of physicians. And text 156 of the Gaur Ganadesha Deepika says that Chandravali, a most beloved gopi of Krishna's, later took birth as Sadashiva Kaviraja. In text 194 and 200, it is said that Kamsarisena, the father of Sadasiva Kaviraja, was formerly the gopi named Ratnavali in Krishna's pastimes. All the family members of Sadasiva Kaviraja were great devotees of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Purushottama Das Thakura sometimes lived at Sukasagara near Chakadaha and Simurali railway stations. All the deities installed by Purushottama Thakura were formerly situated in Beredanga Grama, but when the temple was destroyed, the deities were brought to Sukasagara. When the temple merged into the bed of the Ganges, the deities were brought with Jahnava Mata's deity to Sehebaranga Bedigrama. Since that place also has destroyed, all the deities are now situated in the village named um, Chandude Grama, which is situated 1 mile up from Palapada, as referred to the above. So Sadasiva Kaviraja was greatly fortunate. His son was named Shri Purushottama Dasa, and Purushottama Das Thakura had no concern for his external body. Shri Nityananda Prabhu always resided within the core of his heart. So, and then Sadasiva Kaviraja was great personality. Purushottama Das was his son. From his birth, Purushottama Das was absorbed in service of Lotus feet of Lord Nityananda Prabhu, and he always engaged in childish play with Lord Krishna. His son was named Shri Kanu Thakur, a very respectable gentleman. His body was saturated with the nectar of love for Lord Krishna. And Vrindavan Das Thakur has also named Purushottama Das as one of Nityananda Prabhu's chief associates. Sadashiv Kaviraj was very fortunate to have a son like Purushottama Das. Okay, so this is about Purushottama Das Thakur. There is further pastimes they are recorded. And also a small one more line is Shri Purushottama Dasa constantly meditated on and served the lotus feet of Lord Nityananda. Kanutapura, his son, was such an exalted devotee that Lord Krishna always lived in his body. Okay, so I think there's so much repeated information. Okay, that is all about the Purushottama Das Thakur. He is the devotee of Lord Nityananda. He used to play with Krishna in the childhood pastimes. Okay, so that's all about from the event's perspective. So we shall quickly move into our daily Srimad Bhagavatam. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Hare Krishna. In the Srimad Bhagavatam, Sukadeva Goswami describing about the Vidura pastimes, Vidura is giving good counsels to Dhritarashtra. So in the last session or yesterday, so on the request of the Supreme Personality of, sorry, here Vidura is counseling to Dhritarashtra. So Vidura's counseling was appreciated by many ministers of Dhritarashtra or the Hastinapura ministers. So he was giving some kind of indication to glorify Krishna, and because Krishna is behind the Pandavas, how powerful Krishna and Edu dynasty is. पाद्धां सुदेवो भगवान् मुकुन्दो गृहीतवान् सक्षिति देवदेवः आस्ते सुपुर्यं यदुदेवदेवो विनिजित अशेष नृदेवदेवः. So the Yadus family, they have defeated all the kings of the world. So now such Yadu family is behind Krishna, behind the Pandavas, along with Krishna. So just giving indication to Dhritarashtra what happens if you just go and fight with the Pandavas. And that Krishna is Supreme Personality of Godhead, worshipped by the Brahmanas and all the demigods and everyone else. Likewise, he was giving, and Vidura is giving counseling. So further, he also gives, Vidura also says that, oh Dhritarashtra, so now you are having a person who is a sinful personified. This is Duryodhana. He is now living in your house. Who is the envious person of Krishna? He is the envious of Krishna. So you are maintaining that person, and because that you are maintaining who is the enemy of Krishna, not enemy, because a person who is what is that word is called? Who is always thinking that Krishna is his enemy. Because of that, you are bereft of all the auspiciousness. Likewise, Vidra is saying to Dhritarashtra to get rid of Duryodhana from his home. Okay, we are in the Srimad Bhagavatam, 3rd canto, chapter 1, verse number 13. स एष दोषः पुरुषद्विडास्ते गृहान् प्रविष्टो यम् अपत्यमर्त्यम् पुष्णासि कृष्णाद्विमुखो गतश्रीः त्यजासु सैवं कुलकौशलाय. स एष दोषः पुरुषद्विडास्ते. स एष दोषः. Doshah is the offense personified. The Sayesha Doshaha, the person who is the sin personified, offense personified, that is addressing to Duryodhana. Purushadvid, that is envious of Lord Krishna. Aste, so now he is existing Gruhan in the house of the Dhritarashtra. Aste Gruhan Pravishto, now he has entered in your house as your son. Gruhan Pravistah, Yam Apatyamatya, whom you are thinking to be your son. Apatyamatya. Apatya is a good son. Apatyamatya, you are thinking to be your son. Pushnasi Krishnad Vimuko. Pushnasi is maintaining such kind of son. Krishnad Vimuko, and from in opposing to Krishna, Krishna Vimuko, Gata Srihi, devoid of everything auspicious. Gata Shrihi. Shri is the auspiciousness. Gata means the Shri is in the past. Now it is no more. In the present, no more. It was in the past. Gata Shrihi. Gata Shrihi Tyajasu Asaivam Kula Kaushalasya. Tejasya. So now give up that kind of inauspiciousness. What is that? Asaivam. Saivam, the Shiva, Saivam, they are auspiciousness. Asaivam means inauspiciousness. So leave all kinds of Tyajasu, Asaivam, Kula Kaushalasya, Kula Kausalaya, Kula Kaushalaya, for the sake of well-being of your family. So likewise, Vidra is giving the instruction. Of course, this instruction is given in the Kuru assembly, while Duryodhana, Dusyasana, Karna, and every Sekuni, they're all present. And Vidra is boldly speaking to Dhritarashtra there. Sayesha dosha purusha dvidaste gruhan pravistoyam apatyamatya pushnasi krishnad vimuko gatasrihi jayasu asaivam kula kaushalaya. Kula Kaushalaya, for the sake of well-being of your family, get rid of your son, the eldest son, the sin personified. Okay, so translation for this verse. You are maintaining the offense personified, Duryodhana, as your infallible son. But he is envious of Lord Krishna. And because you are thus maintaining a non-devotee of Krishna, you are devoid of all auspicious qualities. Relieve yourself of this ill fortune as soon as possible and do good to the whole family. Purport by Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Okay. Uh, can I request any unallocated devotees to read the purport, please?
Hare Krishna Prabhu, may I read?
Yes, Mataji.
A good son is called Abatya, one who does not allow his father to fall down. The son can protect the father's soul when the father is dead by offering sacrifices to please the Supreme Lord Vishnu. This system is still prevalent in India. After the death of his father, a son goes to offer sacrifices at the lotus feet of Vishnu at Gaya and thus delivers the father's soul if the father is fallen. But if the son is already an enemy of Vishnu, how in such an inimical mood can he offer sacrifice to Lord Vishnu's lotus feet? Lord Krishna is directly the personality of Godhead. Vishnu and Duryodhana was inimical to him. He He would therefore be unable to protect his father, Dhritarashtra, after his death. He himself was to fall down because of his faithlessness toward Vishnu. How then could he protect his father? Vidura advised Dhritarashtra to get rid of such an unworthy son as Duryodhana as soon as possible if he was at all anxious to see to the good of his family. According to the moral instruction of Chanakya Pandita, what is the use of a son who is neither a learned man nor a devotee of the Lord? If the son is not a devotee of the Supreme Lord, he is just like blind eyes, a source of trouble. A physician may sometimes advise the extrication of such useless eyes from their sockets so that one can be relieved of the constant trouble. Duryodhana was exactly like blind, troubled eyes. He would be a source of great trouble to the family of Dhritarashtra, as foreseen by Vidura. Vidura therefore rightly advised his eldest brother to get rid of his source of trouble. Dhritarashtra was strongly maintaining such personified offense under the mistaken impression that Duryodhana was a good son, able to liberate his father. Hare Krishna.
Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Jai.
Thank you, Mataji. So here, Prabhupada is describing about the son, how he should be. So as soon as one parents begot a child, and he will how to repay the debts of a father and mother. But as soon as the child, once the father dies, he just performs the funeral rites, and then that is called. After that, he also do the oblations to that is called Pitru Tarpana, offering the oblations to the forefathers so that they will be relieved from the hellish conditions. The one is the called Putra, who is the called one of the hellish planet. So if sun means as soon as he offers this Pitru Tarpana, he will be relieved from such kind of the hellish conditions. That's why he is called Putra. In such a way, by offering Pitru Tarpana, the son he repays the debt of the father. And of course, the debt of a mother, it cannot be repaid. Of course, such a mother gives so many of things to the child. Okay, so that is the here Pitru Tarpana, where does that offers? A son goes to the offer sacrifices at lotus feet of Vishnu at Gaya and thus delivers the father's soul if the father is fallen. So that is the duty of a son. But if the son is already an enemy of Vishnu in such an inimical mood, so can he offer sacrifice unto Vishnu's lotus feet? So this is not possible. Harava bhaktasya kuto mahadgunaha. If he is not a devotee of a Vishnu, then he does not have any good qualities. Harava bhaktasya kuto mahadgunaha. How can any good qualities exist within that person? Manoradhena dhavati, manoradhena asati dhavato bahihi. So he is always dragged by the materialistic things. So here Lord Krishna is directly the personality of Godhead Vishnu. So Duryodhana was inimical to him. So he would therefore be unable to protect his father. His father is always wanted to have good auspiciousness to entire of his dynasty for himself and his forefathers like that. But because of Duryodhana, sin personified, how can he do good to the family while he is the envious of Vishnu? So here Krishna is present. He is envious of Krishna. So likewise, Vidura is saying to advise to Dhritarashtra to get rid of such an unworthy son as Duryodhana as soon as possible, if he was at all anxious to see to the good of his family. So here, as soon as Duryodhana was born to Gandhari, so Gandhari gave birth to the 100 children. So when she understood that news of Kunti Devi, that she gave birth to Yudhishthira first, and then she she could not bear that news because of jealousness. Gandhari, she was also pregnant at that time. She has uh, hit her womb with too much of force, and then the in the womb, the baby, it seems it got the flesh. It was it became like a lump of flesh, and she gave birth to the lump of flesh. And before that, because of Gandhari's service to Dhritarashtra, Vyasadeva was blessing her that you would have 100 children. Of course, previously also Gandhari, she performed 100, sorry, worshipped Lord Shiva and got a boon that she will have 100 sons. Of course, later on, Vyasadeva also blessed her. And then Vyasadeva words does not prove false. And then when Vyasadeva understood that she gave birth to the lump of flesh, and he came there and he divided the lump of flesh into 100 parts and asked the servants to bring 100 ghee pots, and then he placed each one pot into one of those pots, ghee pots, and asked them to open after 2 years. As suggested, they have waited for 2 years and opened it, and as soon as the first pot is open, a son was born from that first pot, that is the Duryodhana. As soon as he was born, there were jackals howling the jackals, and so wind was blowing too much of fiercely. Without there is a cause, there was the fire, and the city it raged in all directions. So in such a way, the inauspicious omens have been brought up. At that time, whenever Dhritarashtra called all the Brahmins, Vidura, and many other people, Bhishma, they were saying that, so the this eldest son of the princess is undoubtedly Yudhishthira. So do not worry about in speculations, and he should inherit the kingdom. But Dhritarashtra, he was mentioning that, okay, that is fine, but whether my son Duryodhana will become a king. So now in that conditions, he was asking about Duryodhana, whether he will become a king or not. So when he was saying, Vidura was saying to him, when the Duryodhana was born, at that time Vidura is saying, saying that when these omens are seen at the birth of a child, it is evident that he will be the exterminator of his race. Our prosperity and future depend upon his being abandoned. Do not hesitate, O king. This child must be cast away at once. Vidura told to Dhritarashtra that he would still have 99 other sons. There would be no sin in abandoning this child, as the scriptures clearly state that an individual can be abandoned for the sake of a family. Indeed, a family can be abandoned for the sake of a village for the sake of a city, and the world itself can be abandoned for the sake of a soul. So this is the hierarchy of how one can cast. See that the world can be itself can be abandoned for the sake of the soul. So Dhritarashtra was unable to accept Vidura's counsel. He could not allow his son to be cast away. He shook his head slowly and said nothing in reply. As the nurse stood by holding the baby, the king waved her toward Gandhari and the child was handed to her. Bhishma and Vidura looked at one another but said nothing. Dhritarashtra was the monarch. His word was final. So over the course of the next month, all pots were opened, and 100 boys and one girl were brought out. All the boys bore the signs of being great warriors and rulers. The king and queen rejoiced in their good fortune, dismissing the evil omens. They dwelt contentedly in Hastinapura, attended by Bhishma and Vidura. So that what it means? In the beginning itself, Duryodhana was a sin personified by birth itself. He is the with so much of Kali's influence. Yeah. So at the time, Vidura and Bhishma they have advised Dhritarashtra to cast that child away, but still he retained him. That is, Pushnasi Krishna Bhimuko Gatasrihi Tiyasu Asaivam Kulakaushalaya. Pushnasi, he is maintaining, that is, thinking that Yam Apatyamatya, that he is going to give any auspiciousness to him, but he is not. He is the Purushadvid. Sayesha Doshaha is the sin personified. And further, Prabhupada is describing, according to the Chanakya Pandita, what is the use of the son who is the neither learned man nor a devotee of the Lord. So this is whenever any body part is not working, it is not necessary to maintain. Just like the when the eyes are not working, when the blind eyes, such useless eyes can be extrication of such useless eyes from their sockets so that one can be relieved of the constant trouble. Duryodhana was exactly like blind, troubling eyes. He would be the source of great trouble to the family of Dhritarashtra as soon as foreseen by Vidura. Vidura therefore rightly advised his eldest brother to get rid of this source of trouble. So this instruction was given just before the Kurukshetra battle again, second time. First time he has given during the birth of Duryodhana, second time just before the battle, because it is an evident that entire Kuru family is going to be destroyed. He must give and warn Dhritarashtra now. Now Duryodhana has grown up. Now he is the with his evil plans. Uh, so he has sent the Pandavas away. Now it is practical. Now Duryodhana is hearing here the same statements. When he was a child, he was not able to hear because of the babies. Now he is hearing the Vidura's counsel again. So Dhritarashtra was wrongly maintaining such personified offense under the mistaken impression that Duryodhana was good son, able to liberate his father. So that is a wrong perception. Okay, so this whatever the information I have shared, it is from the Mahabharata. It is also from the Veda book, Veda base. Mahabharata retold as per Krishna Dharma. So that is where I have read these particular statements. Okay, that is from Srimad Bhagavatam. Sayesha doshaha purushadbhiraste gruhan pravishto yam apatyamatya pushnasi krishna bhimuko gatasrihi jajasu asaivam kula kaushalaya. That is from Srimad Bhagavatam. We shall move to Srila Prabhupada's daily letter. Okay, so today it is related to Abhirama, July 14th, 1970, Los Angeles. Can I request Gauringi Mataji, please? to read this letter.
Hare Krishna Ramji. Okay. Please accept my dear Abhirama. Please accept my blessing. I beg to acknowledge receipt of your letter sent out Bhagavan Das, dated 30th June 1970, and the contents are very uh, encourage, encouraging. I am so glad to know that you are an intelligent boy, uh, happily married, and now engaged in advancement of Krishna consciousness under the careful guidance of Srimad Bhagavatam Das. Please continue to study very uh, thoroughly our Krishna consciousness way of spiritual life, and with the help of Bhagwan Das become more and more fixed up in the service of Lord Krishna. I am very happy to accept you as my disciple as you have requested, and your spiritual name is Abhirama Das Adhikari. Um, uh, Abhirama means one who is um, inclined to worship Lord Rama. I have chanted your beads duly, and they are returned to you includes herewith. Please follow the rules and regulation for progressive spiritual advancement, and be sure to chant regularly 16 round of Hare Krishna mantra daily. I am enclosing one seat listing standard uh, parties for devotees and 10 offenses to avoid in the matter of chanting the holy names. I hope this will meet you in good health. Your ever well wisher, Isi Bhakti Vedanta Swami. Srila Prabhupada ki Jai.
Jai. Thank you, Mataji. Any takeaway points, Mataji, from this letter?
Yes, Prabhuji. Prabhupada mentioned about the Abhirama. He is good boy, he said, intelligent boy and good boy. Then he said he gave to bless to him, and he is initiated just from him. Then he sent to his bead bag, and he said talk about chant regularly 16 round, and uh, mm, mm, then go to the his other his name is I forgot help to him, then do Krishna service to Lord Krishna, yeah, Srimad Bhagavan Das, yeah, help to him, then chant nicely, then also rules and regulation follow to that. Prabhupada many things told about him, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much, Mataji. Nicely explained. Okay, any other points, dear devotees, you wanted to add to this letter? Okay, so that is from Srila Prabhupada's letter. So, to fix up in the service of Krishna consciousness, take the with the help of Bhagavan Das, any senior devotees. Okay, so and follow the regulative principles, chant 16 rounds, and avoid offenses while chanting in the matter of chanting holy names, the 10 offenses. So those details have been sent. Okay, so that is from Srila Prabhupada's letter. And from the announcements point of view, so today is Monday. Today evening we have got teachings of Lord Chaitanya at 8 p.m. Okay, so that is our upcoming event. And tomorrow, Tuesday, the preacher, Hare Krishna Saranya Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Saurabh Prabhuji is taking this week.
I think
4th
so.
March. Yeah.
Yeah. Prabhuji is not available now. He is asking to find someone else. Do you have
Okay.
in mind, Mataji?
Yeah, I will check Prabhuji then.
Yeah, sure, Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Do you have someone for next 11th of March?
You have sent me a list now, Prabhuji. So I think 11th of March they were. No, I have requested Meena Mataji. Meena Mataji told like she will take next month April.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So it is no one allocated on 11th, yeah?
No, Prabhuji.
Okay. Thank you so much, Mataji. Okay, so that is from the updates. And the devotees, if you have got any other updates or you wanted to share anything on Krishna consciousness, kindly share our update. Okay, if there are no further updates, then we shall conclude and continue with further japa. वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपासिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः अनन्तकोटिवैष्णववृन्द की जय शिल प्रभुपाद की जय हरे कृष्ण कॉन्शियस डे एवरीवन हरे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवास